Hi friends! So a couple weeks ago, the friendly folks at 368 emailed me with a bit of a challenge. They asked me to tell a story about what I love most about New York in about a 2-minute video using only my mobile phone, and I had about a week to do it. And I mean, not to be all I heart NY, but in chronological order, I have lived in the following cities: Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Seattle, Las Vegas, Seattle again, Madison again, and then New York. And all of those other places that I lived for other people. My parents, my college, a boy, Hillary Clinton. New York is the first place that I moved just for me. It's mine, along with 8 million other people. And, really it's the Lenape and Canarsie native peoples, but here I am. So I took a deep, I'm not an imposter breath, and I emailed them back and said yes, and this is it. This is about to be that video. Everything was shot on a phone, edited on a phone mostly, and at the end of it, I want you to tell me in the comments what you love most about your city. And here's what I love about mine. For the first year that I lived in New York, I went from my apartment to work, and from work to my apartment, and then I started working from home and just stayed there. And I worked really hard, because that's what I've heard that you do in this city. You work really hard to make your own thing or to tell your own story, and then you wait to hear what the whole world will think of the thing that you made, of the story you told. You put it out, and then you work some more, until there's a moment that makes you pause. It was Thanksgiving weekend. I wasn't able to go home to see my family, so I just stayed in this 250 square foot square, breathing air that was stale, feeling lonely as hell, and just wanting to be anywhere. So I took myself for a walk. The city was pretty empty, sure, being the one time of year where a place so expansive folds back in on itself. Everyone returning to the center where they came from. But there were enough of us still on the edges. People stealing a moment from their families to walk dogs, or other holiday orphans heading into bars, or tourists taking pictures in Brooklyn Bridge Park. I kept walking until I didn't know where I was anymore. Then the street lights came on, and they made me feel small in the way that some people say stars make them feel. On every block I turned down, there was a whole city that had existed without me for so long that it didn't even notice me there at all. And so I kept walking, over more weeks, over more nights, blurring at the edges of myself with every block farther that I strayed from my apartment. And I found that New York alone at night is like a poem, like a subway ride with headphones on. And you feel like the city could swallow you whole in a story that isn't your own.